Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anthea and today I'm going to be going through the books that I bought in Oxford. We went out to Oxford today. It's actually my birthday weekend and I thought it'd be nice to go out to Oxford, have a kind of nosy around and look at the bookstores because obviously I love books. And they actually have quite a few bookshops in Oxford, so that was quite nice to see. But anyway, yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna put some videos, some videos that I took whilst we were in Oxford. Yeah, so the first bookshop that we went to was Blackwell's bookstore. They actually had a few Blackwells in Oxford and I went to a couple of them, and yeah, the first one that we went to, I'm gonna put in some snippets in here, and it was, yeah, they had obviously a nice wide variety of books. It was really nice in there, just like your standard bookstore basically. In Blackwell's I got what did I get? In Blackwell's, I got a couple of books there. The first book I got is A Natural History of Dragons by, I was gonna say by Lady Trent. That's actually a character in the book because the book is actually called A Natural History of Dragons, a memoir by Lady Trent by Marie Brennan. So I have seen a couple of YouTubers or booktubers talk about this book, and I believe it's just basically a book that, it's a book that is written by someone called Lady Trent, and she goes and discovers about dragons in this book, and I think the ones following she writes up about different creatures in those ones, but this first one is about dragons. I don't really know much about it, but I just think the cover looks really cool, which is one of the reasons why I got this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this book. The next book that I got is Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. I don't really know how to pronounce names. This is super floppy actually. So we don't really have this kind of floppiness in the UK with the books, but this one is. And yeah, I believe this book is about necromancers, and that's it. That's all I know about this book. I don't really know anything else about it except for it's got necromancers in it, and I think Carrie Can Read, the YouTuber, read this book and said it's really good, I believe. So I was like, cool, perfect, I'll get it. So I got it, and there we are. Those are two books I got from Blackwell's for myself. Then the next place we went to, which I didn't actually buy any books from this place, but it looked really cool. It's called Gulp Fiction, which is pretty cool. And in there they had a couple of tables of books and obviously bookshelves as well, but if you bought a book from the table, they would give you a drink for free, which is a really cool concept. I really like that, and it was nice and cozy inside, and it just looked really cool. But yeah, there weren't anything in there that I saw that I really wanted, but you know, it was nice to visit anyway, and I think, you know, the next time that we're in Oxford, I would like to go there again just to have a look around and yeah, buy a book basically and have a drink there because it looked really cool. But yeah, unfortunately I didn't buy any books from there, but there we go. So that's another bookshop that I visited in Oxford. The third bookshop that we went to was Waterstones, which is obviously a very well-known and popular... That's my cat. Hey Baba, oh darling. Yeah, I know. Yes, so Waterstones, we went to Waterstones in Oxford. That one, I didn't film anything in that one. I just got a bit focused. I was very focused in going and buying more books. I didn't do any filming. Hello sweetheart, I know baby. And there were like several floors there, but I only went onto the floor with sci-fi and fantasy because that's pretty much the only one that I care about, to be honest. And the books that I got from there, would you believe, is also all fantasy, obviously. And my little boy is gonna be here. Oh, he's a baby. So the books that I got from Waterstones is the first one, God Killer by Hannah Kaner. So this one, I know, sweetheart. So God Killer is basically about God killers. We follow a character called Kissen. She basically, at the very beginning of the book, it tells you that she had lost her whole family due to a god who had basically like killed her family, I think, or like sacrificed them. They were used to be sacrificed for this god. And I believe from there she had obviously sworn to kill all gods, which is actually something that the king, which in the present time, she's older now, the current king has said, like, you know, we do not allow worshipping of gods. It is forbidden. You cannot do it. It's not allowed. So, you know, god killers are actually something that is quite a prominent role, I guess, in society. But there are still obviously some people who still worship gods, and gods, they do kind of take on a form where you can see them, and they would like want gifts and prayers and kind of take like sacrifices, things like that. So Kissen is a god killer, and basically she goes around and kills gods. And then there's another character as well called, I forgot what her name is. She's like a young girl, and she has a god attached to her, and that's kind of the part that I've got to right now, which is like just introducing these two characters. I don't really know what happens after that, but I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what happens as the story progresses. And also I love this cover. I think it's really gorgeous. It's beautiful. The next book that we got, or that I got from Waterstones, is The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi. This is another gorgeous cover. There's like I think the American publisher version, which is like yellow. I'll put a picture up, which also looks very cool. I actually wanted that one, but having like seen this one in person, this looks gorgeous. Very beautiful, love it. And this one follows a female pirate, and I think she is on her last like adventure or mission as a pirate. I don't know what the mission is. I think she's actually being not bribed. I think she's being threatened or something like that. So she has to do this last job that's been given to her. Oh, and it's by Shannon Chakraborty. Chakraborty? I'm very sorry for like butchering names and stuff. But again, obviously very much excited and looking forward to reading this book as well. Hello. The next book that I bought from Waterstones is The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. So I am actually currently just started Malice by John Gwynne, and yeah, that's like a separate story, and this is like a new epic fantasy that he has written and started on. I think the second book is out now. I don't know what that one is called, but yeah, this is like an epic fantasy novel. I think it's based on kind of Norse mythology world, or at least it's inspired by Norse mythology. And again, it's got dragons, I believe. I mean, it's got a dragon at the front, so you would think it will have dragons in it, and I love dragons. Do I know what this book is about? Absolutely not. But am I looking forward to reading it? Yes, I am. Okay, there is probably a bit of movement with my camera because I had to pause it, and now I think the colouring looks different because the sun is setting ever so quickly right now, but we will speed this up. So last thing I said was that I got the Shadow of the Gods, about dragons, I believe, and yeah, very excited to read this. book. So those are the 3 books that I got from Waterstones. And then, would you believe, we went into another Blackwell's in Oxford. This one is more tailored for like manga and sci-fi and fantasy, I believe, and like comic books. So that is like in its own store. So we went in there, and obviously I got some more books. What books did I get, do you ask? I will let you know. I will tell you now. So the first book that I got is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. So I was actually looking for this book in the previous 2 stores, and they didn't have it. I even asked the worker, one of the workers in Waterstones. They said they don't have it in stock, which I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, this book is, I believe, like a thriller sci-fi, I suppose. And I knew about it from a YouTuber called Ian Gabelli, and he said it was really good. And it's about a guy who has this whole life, like a wife, a kid, that kind of stuff, and then one day I think he kind of faints and then wakes up again, and then realizes that he doesn't have a wife and he doesn't have a kid, but I don't know, what's going on with that. And I think, yeah, I guess that's kind of like what it's about, and you try to discover it along with him on what's going on, like which is real. Does he have a wife? Doesn't he have a wife? Does he have a kid? Doesn't he have a kid? So that's the kind of like concept of this book, which is sounded very cool to me. So I am looking forward to reading this book. And then the next book that I bought is partly because it looks very, very pretty. So I did definitely judge a book by its cover today, and that is The Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. I mean, look at that bad boy. Look how pretty this is. Yeah, so with this one, again, I don't know what this one's about. I think it has dragons in it. Yeah, I think this has dragons in it, and it's got gods, shape-shifting gods. It's got magic. Do I know what the magic system is? Absolutely not. But anything that is to do with fantasy and dragons and magic, that's obviously what I love to read. So I got this. So that's it. Those are all the books I got. I got 7 books in total today, so it's a bit of like a mini haul. I don't tend to buy so many books in one go, even if it's like online and stuff. But I thought it is my birthday weekend, so why not treat myself? So those are the books I got. I'm very much excited to read them, and yeah, maybe have a couple of them in vlogs and things as well. So we shall see. But I had an amazing time in Oxford today. It's absolutely beautiful. The sun was shining. It was very busy because it is Easter weekend. But yeah, it was nice and warm and had a lovely time. And definitely recommend, if you guys are around the area, to go visit Oxford as well. Like I said, they do have quite a few bookshops there. A couple I didn't manage to go visit, but I probably will the next time that I am around the area. But that's it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!